Okay. We're looking good. Okay. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Oddsparks. Last time, well, we got our rocks, and we got further into the mountains and did some exploration. So, one of the big things we were looking to do is set up our carry spark production. Okay, what is it running short of? Okay, it's running short of spark. Okay, and for that is because. Okay. Okay. Several things happened here. Okay. So, first off, I'm going to grab all these. Okay. And I'm going to have one of you grab that for me. Okay. Then... Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So I need to get rid of this road real quick. Okay. Okay, because this one... Okay, so I need to make... Well, rather, this dirt road needs to go... Okay, so it needs to go here. Here. And here. So that these get fed into there. Okay. Alright, it still has plenty of gems, so that's good. Then the other thing I need to do is dirt path from here to here. Okay. So that this has all the lumber it needs to bring there. Alright, one carry spark should be actually all it takes. Okay. Alright. Yep, and that'll be enough to keep it going. And then carry sparks are now under full production. There we go. Okay, folks. So there. So now we're having carry sparks being produced. Okay. Because we need 60 of those, 40 aether, and stone plates, limestone, and rope. Well, stone plates... Okay. Oh, the other thing we need to do... Customize outfit. Yesterday we were wearing the lesbian outfit, so... Ooh, spunny, all fluffy. Okay. Then let's go today. We've done rainbow, lesbian, and trans. Let's go intersex. Or... ace flag. Nah. Okay, I'll represent the ace flag today. Ooh, new skirt. Puffy... spunnies. Now we'll go with the basic trousers. If we're going the asexual look, the spunny boots, the socks and sandals. The asexual look, the socks and sandals. Okay. Anyway, the asexual ideal, socks and sandals. So these are all... Okay, see, there's a few too many of these, so there's no way for them to get through. Okay. Okay, so there were too many of them there. And there's plenty for that. Okay. Okay, and that'll keep them fueled. Sweet. Because if we check this line... there's not too much. Yeah. Actually, there's... okay, they're getting pretty good, so... and let's see. There is 28, so... we'll take like 3 carries. Yep. And they'll be bringing that up. There we go. That should help out. Sweet. Okay. So that should keep this fueled and producing more carries for us. Alright. So now we still need to head to the west. Oh. Actually, drop off some of these materials we're carrying. Yeah. Okay, we needed limestone and stone plates. Could probably afford to throw down. Let's see. Limestone and stone plates. So we'll throw down another shed to drop stuff in. Yeah, just move it all. Okay. So the extras, extra Rockies, stone plates. Okay. Okay. Alright, so that'll be working to get us more. Is Paula? Alright, I'll have to take a look. Paula is... oh, let me take a look. I'll Google it. Let's see. Paula. Never heard of it. Well, it's not a hotel. Getting browser games. I'm getting... Polia, maybe? A... fantasy life sim. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's like a, okay, so it looks like Polia is a, fantasy life sim, so... Harvest Moon in the fantasy world. Okay. Alright. And let's go get... okay, a little more north to go pick up our... okay. Limestone plate and rope. Rope won't be a problem. It's stone plates. Okay, so 60, so... okay. Okay. So we have that. Okay. So 60. Limestone now is going to be the thing. For the aether shards, that's easily done. It's mostly making limestone. Where did we... okay, back south. Because I remember finding a whole field of... yeah, I'll say, because I remember finding a whole field of limestone that we were able to break. Yeah, so, okay. Straight ahead. Alright. Alright. That's quartz. Break that. Say, I thought there's a teleporter. Lots of quartz here. I'm sure we'll have a good use for quartz here shortly. Let's see. Okay, so not here. Yeah, this isn't one of our major quartz areas. Our major, so let's just pick up the ladder. Yep. Pick up the ladders. Okay. Now we're just looking for one of the fields that has just a stupid amount of coral on it. Because they're all over the place. It's just a matter of being able to reach them. For example. Okay, this'll work. Ladder. There we go. Look at all this coral. Rock boys, get to work. Alright. Yep. Nice. Yep. Oh, Netflix will do... Look, after Netflix did Kakegurui and, well, everything Netflix has done show-wise, I don't know. I can't be shocked at anything Netflix does. Netflix doing a show is not much, but I will always say they're at least trying, but, you know, effort does not equal quality. So, wish I could say I've ever been excited for a Netflix show, but I mean, it's mostly going to be nothing but crude fan service anyway, so whatever. By the way, how much coral is this? Okay, that's about 80. Okay. Would we need more? Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I have no compunction against them doing it. It's just a pure, you know, very few of their adaptations have been amazing. So I'm always watching it with one eye. Like, because the Castlevania Netflix show was fine. I enjoyed the hell out of it, especially the second season as much as the first, to be honest. Some people are gonna say that's... I don't know. I've never been especially on the Viking train kind of thing. So it's one of those, I can understand why, but I can see the appeal, but, well, I mean, when it comes down to it, I watched, huh? They can actually break the chests? Huh. You got anything special for it? Nah. Huh, but they can actually break the chests. Okay. Go figure. Okay. But yeah. I don't know. Netflix will do any kind of show. It's just a pure matter of what they want. And just because a show's original version is good doesn't always guarantee things. Like, I had my heart broken by Promised Neverland. Alright. So yeah, we probably have more than enough coral. Okay. Probably. Still, if we need more, we'll come back, but I could always do a stone cutter. Yeah. Yeah, I could always just do a stone cutter up here, but we'll probably just take it. And head out. Alright. Let's go. Yeah. But then again, Amazon Productions, they don't have the track record of being at least somewhat competent like Netflix does, so... Then again, they were also basically just flouting. We paid enough to get Lord of the Rings. I'm sure. And I'm sure the estate of Tolkien appreciated it. I don't know beyond that, but... go ahead. Okay. Alright. So what's the best way to do this? Okay. Just thinking how to make use of you. Okay. Okay, I think I know how I want to do this. I'm gonna move this etheric dispenser. Yeah, I'm gonna move it. So that it feeds out here. Then... do a basic dirt path and just have it be fed by a crate. Nope, need some more sawn wood. Oh, good thing that's never in short supply. Okay. And... actually, it would be backward. Okay. So, delete this. And this. Move this back one space. Okay. Or no, 2 spaces actually. Okay. So then we need to throw a crate here and to here. Okay, then we do roads. Okay, so like I can throw a carry onto here. Start loading this up with all the pellets. Do these. Okay. This is another carry. There we go. Then we can do a filter of type spark filter. Oh, I need boards for that. Okay. Again, thankfully, this is never in short supply. Yep. None of this one, so it'll be the other one. Yep. Spark filter, so... And carries cannot pass. I'm gonna just move it probably here. Alright. Right, and then grab all the pellets out of these. Okay. There we go. Load this up with pellets. Yep. And that gets that cleared out. And we have more carries. Okay. So that keeps this running constantly to get us more Stumpy Sparks, to get us more Carry Sparks, who are then converted to Crafty Sparks, which are then converted to Carry Sparks. Which puts us, nice, 40 of them already. Only been a few missed. And Lord of the Ring, yeah. I can imagine Lord of the Rings is one of those cases where, yeah, it's a decent Lord of the Rings show. Yeah, decent one. Okay. Alright. Let's go make some limestone. I think there's a rock cutter down here. Yep. Perfect. Okay. And we'll just do a dirt path. Again, another crate for them to get filled by. And throw in one carry. And again, dirt road into a barrel. Need some more wood. Again, luckily, this is not one of those things that is ever shorthanded. Okay. Sweet. Alright. And there we go. Okay. sweet. Okay. Alright. Oh, God. That's always been the dream of getting a really good Lord of the Rings, like, open world RPG. Of course, the problem is the titles and rights would be almost impossible to get, but even then, what would you... It would be interesting to see, of course, then, in all truth, if you were going to go an RPG route, it almost might behoove you better to, I hate to say it, go into the crowded waiting pool that is MMOs. Cool. Alright, so that'll get us all the limestone we need. How much is that? 60, almost... Because we need 62, so yeah. Cool. Alright, so we have the limestone, we just need the aether shards. And... yeah, aether shards, ropes. Well, rope is easy. Rope is over here. We need how much? 140, so 7... Okay, we have the rope. Rope, limestone, stone plates I have already. Yep. Limestone, take just another few minutes. No, I have the limestone, stone plates and rope. So then I just need aether shards and carry sparks. Okay. I have 36. So literally just need... Okay. I literally need one more. Find some helpless spunny and let's get it done. Sorry, buddy. You're conveniently placed. Alright. Let's go check on our carry sparks. Pathfinder, but Lord of the Rings. The problem is they wouldn't... Generally speaking, you'd be pretty limited class-wise. Because you can't play any kind of mage or wizard, because in Lord of the Rings, the wizards are basically God. And, yeah. So... yeah, no, that's a thing. Okay, yeah, how many carries we looking at the moment? Need 60. Well, would you look at that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6. Okay. Let's head back. Got 2 more quests to complete. Oh yeah, elves have magic, but I mean just in general, you wouldn't be able to play any of the big wizards, and, well, it's one of those things where it's a mixed bag. Okay, so spark compression. Okay, so let's get this first. So... and then aether shards. There you go. Bring me a few items. Okay. Lovely work. Now that the sparks can activate and deactivate themselves at will, doesn't it feel good to see more things work by themselves? Alright. So we've gotten spark compression. So what that means is we will now be able to... alright. Okay. Spark itemizing. that turns sparks into token items. So turns them back into the little items that they start as, little chips. And then the tokens can be then in turn activated and turned back into sparks. So we have some idea. Alright, and from here... Okay. Okay, so I have all the limestone, stone plates. Okay. And then rope. Bingo. Village expansion, tier 4. Oh, wonderful! I actually received a letter from a very excited scientist who'd like to move in. She's been talking to the merchant, apparently. It won't be perfect, but at least we can make it a bit more hospitable and homey. Alright, where we need to build it. Alright, boys. Get your hands dirty. I know you're rocks, so you're technically hard dirt in the first place. And we meet the scientist. Hello, good to meet you. Good to meet you. I moved here to become your local scientist. The scientist energetically shakes your hand. You get the feeling that her personality is as big as her hair. After speaking with the merchant, I discovered the great potential in your production line holds further automation. Beyond what your sparks can do, these two systems will complement each other perfectly. Let's start with materials for some sensors. To automate things, we need to be able to set our conditions after all. Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what's going to fully automate an entire area. A good Dragonlance game would be awesome. My work is entirely different from the Divine Researcher. Don't worry, you don't need to use my logic tools, but it'll be great to see how you'll use them if you do. Alright, so basically she's developing our equivalent of computers. Alright, and... let's see. Real quick. Okay, and then we get the machine range 4 to activate Scouting and Hauling Spark. Alright. Scouting and Hauling, Path Tile, Dowsing Stones, some Coral, and Mantis Antler. Okay, that gets us... okay, we finally have the reason to kill a Mantis Stag. Squillican Tube, so those flying little bastards. And a stone wheel. Alright, we got plenty of work now that we hit rank 5. Well, let's see what everyone wants. I've just gotten my hands on something quite exciting. Please take a look. Oh, forehead beads. Hat. Ooh, side cut. Kind of like that look. Center part, not bad. And the side whistle. I've read it a while back. I read Dragonlance. So it's not fresh in my mind, but I definitely remember having read it. We spoke to the woodsman not too long ago because there was really interested in what the sparks are crafting from stone. He helped us think of ways the sparks can build even cooler things from stone than they do now, and we want to try them out. We're gonna need a lot of stuff to upgrade the stone workshop this time. Oh, it seems we're gonna need more storage first. Sorry. Okay, so they need a delivery chest. Okay, and then pebbles and stone plates. Okay. And that'll get us the stone path. You may not think it, but I can tell the woodsman also thinks sparks are super cute. Don't tell him I said that. Okay. So there's that. Merchant doesn't have anything at the moment. Divine Researcher. Oop. Let's see. Oh, come here, friend. I've got an exciting find to share with you. I found my mountain exploration notes. Nah, not the newer ones. There are 2 more spark shrines waiting for us. They're in the rough shape. I can see they'll need quite a lot of materials to test out the new recipes, even more so than what I can store here. Could you ask the quartermaster to make me something for more storage? For science, of course. So the Spark workstation and the hauling, gets both the scouting and alright, and we need the usual 2 rocky spark, 180 rocky sparks, and 120 carry sparks. Yeesh. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Looks like Woodsman has hit his limit. A lot of people ask for more storage, huh? I have an idea. Something you can build on your production line, and the items will be find the villager it belongs to. It's magic. Okay, we have the... Alright, so delivery chests. Nice. Alright, we need quartz and etheric pellets first. I worked with the divine researcher on this one. He talks a lot. Alright. So, we won't even have to constantly come back to the village now. We'll be able to just have materials dropped off into the chest to go for whomever we want. That'll be nice. I'd like to make the scientist's home a little nicer. She seems to need a lot of space for these logic thingies she's building. She's been fitting in quite well, although maybe it's our village that's just used to unusual people with great expertise. Alright, so 200 fertilizer. Okay, fertilizer. Okay. Alright. So, plenty of quests. Pebbles and stone plates. Oh, yeah. One of my favorite Easter eggs I ever caught, though, myself, would be in the original version of... Oh, God. I'm going to say probably my favorite's still going to be... In the original version of Dragon's Dogma, the original PS3 version, I believe it was patched out, so you would have had to get an unpatched version. In the mines in the mine area that connected the 2 halves of the map, in that mine, when you got the village, when you got a merchant going, you actually could purchase what was basically Griffith's helmet, along with Guts' sword and basically a Guts armor set. Of course, that got renamed later due to patches, for rights things. But yeah, it was one of those funny little Easter eggs when you sat there and you went, oh wow. But yeah, you could basically get the Dragon Slayer and everything else from there. Okay. How are we looking on money anyway? 10. Nice. Okay, anyway. So we need to build a chest, but before we can do that, we need to do... Okay, so looking at the quest log properly. Okay. Okay. Stonecraft we can't do yet. Yeah. So the one we need is this village storage is the top priority. So that is quartz and etheric pellets. Alright, quartz and etheric pellets. Copyright issues, it was a little too similar, so Capcom got in a little bit of trouble, so to prevent a potential lawsuit, they took it out. They patched it out. Just the way these things go. Rights are a big thing. Okay. And now, let's see. Because this is where I'm producing my... Yep. Yeah, this is where I'm producing all my... Alright. Yeah, unfortunately there's not a really good place to... Okay. Okay. So here's what we'll do. Easiest place... Oh, okay, actually, right here. I'm gonna have to bring stone down from giant rock down here. But then I can get production of these little stony guys, because that's one of the things. And the etheric pellets. Yeah. Just thinking about it, etheric pellets are going to be about the only thing we're short on. Quartz is simple enough. So let's see. Right, that's the painting. Okay. So more so what we're looking for. Yeah, this giant rock up here. Alright. Just confirming, yeah. Okay. Then effectively what I can do, because to make the rocks, the rock types here, just to confirm, for sparks, Rocky Spark is... Right, rocks and... Yeah, rocks and regular stumpies. Okay. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is start breaking these... So I basically want a straight line, straight from this rock to down to where we're going to. Okay. Alright, so the next thing we want is a mine. Okay. A drill. Okay. Alright. So yeah, we'll get a drill. Have it come down. And... yeah, then that's how we'll get our infinite production of stones. Okay. Okay. So we'll be putting a spark workshop here. A workstation, rather. Okay. So I just need a little more of the rocks themselves, which is just as easily grabbed from all this. Okay. Okay. Oh, what are these? Oh, more carry shrines. Okay. Okay. So wooden plate. Yeah, it's around here. I think further to the south. Yeah. Okay. Right. For now, go ahead and start getting rid of these rocks and quartz. Yep, stone harvesting. Yep. So we're not to the point where we get rock harvesting. Bravo to the little guy keeping at it. Well, let's give him some extra help. Nice. Nice. That puts us at 28. Okay. Yeah, that's a little too far. This one isn't. Oh no, I guess it is. Okay, just need a spot covered in quartz. Alright. Perfect. We got the quartz we need. So now we just need etheric pellets. Which actually I can make out of the clumps. Yeah. Okay. So pretty good. Guess the one last thing we're gonna need is we're going to need to start accepting we're going to need the teleporters online. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, a chopper. I think I built one down here in the main base. But it's producing fertilizer right now. So, yeah. Where did I put the chop? Okay, those are all the saw blades. Okay, that's the rope maker. Not you. Where did I make... There you are. Okay. Clump dividing. Yes, I'll need a few more, but that's fine. Alright, while that's getting worked on, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. So, pardon me just a sec, folks. Enjoy the soothing sounds of industry. Okay. That'll help. Okay. Get our... Okay. And put it back to making fertilizer. Which we do need, so... And an extra barrel. Okay. Alright. Other thing we need to do. Where's the teleporter out here? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to start fueling this teleporter. What can I do? Yeah, we can add a little more distance. It's not gonna kill us. There. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, so this requires 12 wood a minute. I guess the question in my mind is there any... Okay. Okay, so no, there isn't really. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, from there, let's build... Alright. Okay, so the other thing we can build now, what's the teleporter? Logistics. Small waypoint. Okay. Okay, we have the cords. Let's check our boxes back here for pellets. Yeah, let's just check if we have enough, because the storage is going to be the most critical one we have. Yeah, of course I got plenty of them. Okay. So let's get the storage one done first. Okay. Because this is the most critical quest, because this allows us to do much easier access to returning resources. For helping us. We've worked together to make something useful for everyone. Always a good feeling. Alright, so we got all the delivery chests. Delivery chests are magical storage containers for the village. Build them to give items directly to your base and expand that village's storage capacity. Alright, villagers have access to each and every item in their own individual chest. You're working with a lot of material now. You can't carry all of it around with you. I'll make you a supply chest. So while you're building, you'll need materials. Okay, some more etheric clumps. And a dowsing stone.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one... Okay, the supply chest. Okay. Dowsing stones we haven't had access to yet. So, that'll definitely help. I mean, the etheric clumps are simple enough. Sensors, logic, stonecraft. Okay, to get dowsing stone you need... quartz and... Okay. At the stone workshop. Okay. So, alright, Mountain Spark R&D, Right, so let's go find our hauling. Okay, so this is where we're gonna need a lot of the rocky sparks. So this is where. Okay. Alright, folks. So, first thing we're gonna work on is making sure we have access to the rocky, the mass production of the rocky sparks. Since we already have mass production of the regular. Okay. And I'm just going to put a crate here. Okay. And this is going to go over here. And this is where we're going to put the Spark Workshop. Yeah, the Spark Workstation. Okay. Okay, so for that, we're going to need stone plates, so let's go to our western base. Okay. Yeah, one of the things we're really going to need to start doing is looking at spark waste stations. Small waste stations. Which are... Yeah, small waypoint. We have the pellets. So it's just... Okay. Alright, we'll have more than enough wood panels in one of our boxes. This one. There we go. Okay. So a teleportation station. Yeah, small waypoint. Okay. So do there. And to fuel it, pending. Okay. Trying to think. Okay. Wood. Okay. Just trying to think what I can use. Okay. Okay, so here's what we'll use. We'll do a waypoint. Okay, I need raw wood for that. Okay. Couple logs. Okay. Okay, so a crossing here. Okay. Then a splitter. Yeah, okay, that needs sawn lumber. Okay. And a splitter and... Okay. Road. Okay. And this. Okay. So I just want to confirm. That it'll go. Yep. 12 every minute. Okay. So, then what I want to add is a couple. Okay. Let's go. Okay. There we go. Yep. Okay. And this then, biggest thing is that it's not getting... Okay, this isn't getting lumber. Alright. Because this isn't full. Okay. And now that'll start working again. Okay. Sweet. Alright, and it's building up, so yeah. Alright, so we now have a teleport to this base. Oh yeah. Okay, so this base is built. And now we can teleport to. Then what we're looking for is... Okay. We need 120 carry sparks. So let's throw down another barrel. Yep. Okay, that should fill in those. Alright. Then for rocky sparks, I needed... Right, plates and rocks to be able to make the Sparky workstation. Which is out over this way. Yep, okay, further north. Alright. Admittedly. Oh yeah, there's no really good work. Okay. Okay. Get over the side. Alright. 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 Go ahead, please. Come. Okay. Alright. Wow. Alright. Alright. Nice. Okay. Alright. There we go. Most importantly, nice. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, two of them. Okay. So, Spark Workstation is our first goal. Yep. Okay, nowhere closer. Okay. Alright, just gotta run there. Still, we're getting better. Alright. Okay, so. And we have what we need for a drill. Yes. Perfect. We'll need some ropes to do like an elevator and escalator, but still, I think we're gonna be alright. Okay. So yeah. Mass production of the rocks. Okay. So we already have the ladders in place. Okay. Drill. What's in the way? Oh, something right there. Alright. And okay. Alright. So moving. Okay, this is where we need zipline. Okay, just need some ropes. Elevator, cannon. Shoot items. Interesting. So what you could do is have them shoot to a specific area and then have a and then have a thrower pick it up. That is an interesting way to do things, especially if you want to cross long distances. In fact, I'm a little tempted to try it. Well, shit, why not? That's what this game's about, experimentation. Okay. So, no easy way to warp here. Let's see. And the work area is under danger. Okay. So we at least have this started. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Clear this all out. Okay. Let's see what we can do, folks. Alright. Destroy the coral. It's in my way. Okay. That might be fun, so let's try it out. Because we do have a long way to go. So it might be fun to try it out. Okay. So, for the cannon, you need fluted coral and... okay. You need fluted coral and elevator and rope. Rope. Okay. So let's go grab our rope. I don't have any fluted coral right now. I haven't bothered going after it specifically. But the cannon is kind of a funny idea, just launching stone and pebbles and whatever we need through the air. Okay. Oh, we actually have additional 10 Okay. Alright. Whoop. Alright. Okay. So then... Yep. Keep our exploration of the mountains and pacification of it all. Yep. Building up a base. Something about as quiet and peaceful as you get. Okay. So we won't launch... Yeah, I'm just not feeling real great today, folks. But yeah, okay, so we'll... Alright. Okay. Okay, so zip line. Okay. And then the road. Alright. So then from there. Alright. Okay. I do have a couple of carries on this, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay. Sorry, zoned out there for a second. Alright. Yep. Pick up stone, bring it down. Then from there... Yep. Alright. Alright. Okay. We're getting there. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Come on. Okay. And dirt path. Okay. We're getting there. Okay. Nice. Okay. Sorry about that. Kind of zoned out there for a sec. Okay. Alright. Almost there. Yeah, because then we just need to bring it furthermore to the east. Okay. Okay. And let's see. Right. Okay. Actually, yeah, we can keep going. This way. This will also bring you closer to being asked to do something. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Get rid of the extra mode. Okay. Okay, so then from there, we're almost over. Then yeah, okay. So should be pretty close. Yep. Okay. Okay. So Spark Workstation, let's get that going. Oh, need more etheric. Okay. Well, that's easy. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Spark Workstation. Ah, ancient supports the ancient. Okay. So they are probably larger. Well, either way, we had to bring the stone down anyway. Hmm. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I really... Holy crap, I really am out of it, folks. Here. Alright. We'll bow out of this, because I'm falling asleep. Yeah, I'm falling asleep. And yeah. So let's do something. Let's do something where it doesn't matter if I won't be falling asleep. So what? So and I'll go into stream. Okay. We'll just change the title and Gundam. Alright. Okay. Edit video. Okay. So, let's see. Because last time we did the first mission and we unlocked... Right. Level 4. And we'll go with that. Skills. Yeah, we're good. And now we're going to Gundam Wing, the Sunk Kingdom's Collapse. Alright. So, the end of... No, this is towards the beginning of Gundam Wing. Oh, no. Oh god, it's been too many years. Alright. So, we can now set pilots. And the second pilot has to be different. And depending on some pilots combinations, you get bonuses. Alright. Alright. Nope, not heading to Venus this time.
大丈夫、地球圏だから。時はアフターコロニー19地球連邦政府とは違うけど。
Parallel universe, basically. Operation Meteor. For those who don't know the Gundam Wing series.
ここが首都ニューポートシティ。こんなところが戦場に。
Yep. Alright.
カイさん、先に出ます。ガンタンク、発進よし。隼人の野郎、一番乗りを先取りしやがって。ガンキャノン、出るぜ。
Let's do it.
こちらマグアナク隊3番隊。カトル様は戻られているの？
Yep.
カトル様だってまだ戻られていない。
この時点はサンドロックだった。ガンダムエピオンだ。
Nice.
エピオン？何のことだ？
それじゃあルクレティアンノイン得意は？
通信が繋がらない。ここの我々だけでも。
さくら、どうなってるの？
Alright.
本来ここにいるべき人たちが軒並みいないんだよ。じゃあエドモントンの時と同じく小隊長と私たちがそういうことまずは補わないと。
Alright.
小隊長さん、マグアナク隊の意地を見せてやって。
まだ
Alright.
なのか。
Yep. There we go. Yeah, for those confused, the gun cannon was sort of a half step between the gun tank and the regular Gundam, focused on a mix of artillery and long-range capability. Yep. Had no real good close-range capabilities, but could still punch as hard as anyone else. Nice. Yep. Alright. Yep. Nice. Love it. Yep. There are extra enemies, so they're worth getting some money from. But we'll get there. Yep. No, we're actually pretty tanky though. For all the damage we've taken, we haven't actually taken too much. Alright. And I know I'm not going to be getting much in the way of views today because Night Rain just came out. So everyone's going to be after Elden Ring. I can definitely see the appeal of the game, but I definitely... I don't know, just something about it just doesn't... I don't feel the immediate urge to need to play it immediately. Yep. The Goof Squad. There we go. Have a grenade. Alright. Yeah. Dodge too soon. Nice. Alright. Goof Squad taken out. Oh. Boss time. Who's out of time and space this time? This isn't a Gundam from the actual any actual series. This is actually... Yep. Yep. Nice. Love it. Yep. Yep. Ah, crap, got it. While he's going. More of it. Yep. Yep. Damn. Got my boost timing wrong. Yep. Yep. He's going after my allies. Alright. Yep, got a good hit on him. Alright. Nice. Finish him off. Boom! Got him. Nice. Enemy ace defeated. Lots of money is ours.
やっぱりデータにないんだよね。あの膝男、何をどこまで知ってるのかしら。ユノ姉さん、それを考えてる暇はなさそうだよ。あいつの無理な介入で、このミッションのデータが壊れ始めてる。はあ、ほんとどこまでも迷惑だ。さくら、ブレイクアウト急いで。
こういう時は
And let's get out of here.
ちょうどいいのよね。
Not bad. Sweet. Alright. Picked up some money.
危なかった。ブレイクミッションとはよく言ったものね。
Hermes Mercury.
最後のガン、私が閲覧できる。
He's not a part of the new Gundam
あのガンダ
universe.
ムラトレイヤー、どの歴史にも存在し、どこにも存在しないガンダム。データベースを閲覧できるよう管理システムにし。トゥルーミッション発生。ハロ君、いいタイミング。
And yep. So now we can do the true mission of what it's supposed to happen.
具体的にはどうするの？もう一度あの時のミッション。ガンダムバルバトスが現れた。ただ間違った歴史を変えるんじゃなく、
Alright.
私たちで指示、その上でデータを。それがトゥルーミッション。やるわよ招待長。じゃあ招待長さん。
Alright. Equip parts in MS settings. Yeah. Because now, so like here, gives us extra HP. Yep. Alright. We've unlocked the true mission. And now we'll keep with the gun cannon. And get some more. Alright. Level 7. Alright. You'll note it's one of our tankiest and heaviest machines at this point. Boost, getting a little up to above others. Melee actually is one of its strong points and ranged. Overall, the gun cannon is a formidable little machine. Speed Star, okay. Alright, let's do this. So, we have the original, the break mission, and the true mission. So how this mission was supposed to go. Let's do this.
史実通りになるように歴史を追いかけるのがトゥル。
Alright.
ブレイク現象が起きていなかったら、そうそう RX78。総長さんを探しに出たクラウボーさんがラルタイに尾行されちゃうんだ。ちょっと待って、脱走？敵ぜ。まあまあ。
Alright.
それをな。
Okay, here we go. But yeah, it was at the point where Amor ran away, but it was because he's... Yep.
カイさん、先に出ます。ガンタンク、発進よし。隼人の野郎、一番乗りを先取りしやがって。ガンキャノン、出るぜ。
Here we go.
ホワイトベースを見つけたのか。クラウボンがつけられたんだ。
Alright. And we have the actual original Gundam on our side this time.
出てこられたら、ガンキャノンもタンクもイチコロだ。
本当にアムロ。
Enjoy.
連邦最強の若きエースパイロット。
こちらブライトだ。早く戻れ。ジオンの追撃隊から攻撃を受け
Love
ている。
it.
前の通信と同じ。ユノ特務総長、起動し
Nice.
ます。艦長、アムロ総長をお連れしますね。
ブラウの報告通り。わかった。
Alright.
船の直。
思い込める別ルートがある。この前はなかったよね。招待長、正面突破か回り込んで側面につくか判断は任せるわ。
Alright.
完全にかわされた。いきゃ
Love to finish him off.
ランバラル隊の通信を傍受。
俺が飛び出す。 その間にタンクをやれ。
Alright.
はい誰隊員隊長やりました。タンクをやりましたよ。こいつにとどめを。何を寝ぼけておるか。
Alright.
木馬だ。木馬を打ち取らねば我々の戦いの意味はない。
本当に過去が繰り返されてるの。
Yep.
繰り返しとは少し違うよ。シミュレーションをし直してるって感じかな。
Alright.
こいつが連邦の白いやつ。ガンダムか。
あれ不安なんだ。
Yep.
リュウさん迎えに来てくれたのか。
急ごうアムロ総長さん。
Alright. Love to see it. Nice. Okay. Getting our money, getting our resources, and getting everything we can. Alright.
これはどうだ。
And a similar movement. Alright. Alright. Busy day. Let's get this. Alright, we'll have to go save the Trojan horse. Oh! Oh. You stepped out right in front of us, so that one's on you. Alright. 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 Interesting. Nice.
まだか。まだなのか。
Nice. Down he goes. Alright. So let's go see how this mission is supposed to go.
かわせるか。
Alright, let's go save White Base.
おっとホワイトベースから通信。
ユーノ遅いぞ。何やってんの。お前には指揮者からの通信支援を任せる。
了解です。ガンダムもそのまま戦列に復帰します。
Alright.
どんな理由があろうと独断専行は重罪だ。
Alright.
だが今は頼らざるを得ん。いいなアムロ。
役者は揃ったけど時間軸がずれてるかも。ホワイトベースが着底したままだ。本来なら取り付いた部分を海面飛行で振り落として上空へ退避
Lots
して
of
るはずなんだけど、
reinforcements.
海面飛行艦内どうなっちゃうわけ。
未来さん無茶するな。
Yeah.
かわせるか。
Nice.
そこ。
L2 is the one I say. Is L2 the double shorter cannons? I suggest saving those for bosses.
そこ。そこだ。
Alright. Nice. Alright, how many more are left? Okay.
これはどうだ。
Yep. There we go. Now time for the boss.
木馬を落とす。抜かるなよお前たち。
This is no Zaku, boy. No Zaku.
ガンダムバルバトスにならなかったグフのままで
Alright.
ブルーミッションだからね歴史は正しく流れてるってこと
さあ
Well,
兵士の運命を決めるとしようか。ガンダム
alright.
グフね。
史実を成立させるためにはここで勝たないと聞いた通りよ小隊長ガンダムと一緒にグフを撃破してアムロ総将さん油断しない
Hang
で
in
ね
there.
グフにはキヨンのレースが乗ってるから
あのグフは強い。
There he is. And while he's down, get the damage.
これはどうだ。こいつ
Nice.
正確な射撃だ。
Yep.
それゆえコンピューターには予想しやすい。
サンクキングダムで戦闘したグフと動きが全然違う搭載したコンピューターも違う
Yep.
思い切りのいいパイロットだ。手強い。しかしすごいパワー。
Alright.
さすがベテランのノルグフ相手を怯えつけ組ませるほどのやつかだからって負けられ
There
な
we
い
go.
小隊長アムロ総長頑張って
了解。いや
Now.
あるなガンダム。しかしこちらとてまだまだ操縦系統が得られたわけではない。来た。このグフのパイロットもしかしたら
ここだモニター体制を始めるよ
モニターが勝手に。
Healed up.
この少年はやっぱりお前はさっきの坊やか。僕らを助けたのはホワイトベースのポイントを知るためだったのか。まさか時代が変わったようだ。坊やみたいなのがパイロットとは。
And there we go.
どうだ。見事だな。しかし坊主自分の力で勝った
I
の
guess you
で
could
はない。
also cause him a sore loser for that.
そのモビルスーツの性能のおかげだということを忘れな。負け惜しみよ。待て。
ラル隊員の脱出を確認彼自身のフラグメントキーも見つかったよあとはそのシミュレーションデータを再登録すればブレイク修正は完了
Alright.
よかったアムロ総長お疲れ様でしたこれで
僕は
総長
僕はあの人に勝ちたい。危ねえ危ねえ。
Alright. So, that's our mission done. And now... goodies. And we picked up the Gundam blueprint. And the Dom blueprint. Cool. The famous fast-paced Dom.
トゥルーミッション検索
Alright.
さっきイエス姉さんあその通りただちょっとデータにエラーがあるみたいなんだ原屋敷のデータを君のは
Alright.
ちょっとハローさくら勝手にバグったデータ修正完了変わったプログラムコードだったけどさくらもう他にもおかしなコードは直しといたけどさくら勝手なことはしないやっぱり波のプログさあこう一時はどうなることかと思ったけどこの
Alright. So now we have the true mission for there. By using actions, practical tutorial, now I can... Yep. And another... Yep. Okay. So... And that's a little more Gundam. I'm actually gonna probably come back later, but I can still feel fatigue, so... I'm sorry, folks. I wasn't the most focused on this stream. I'm gonna get some sleep and then come back later. So, thank you all for joining me. Sorry for keeping it brief, but it's clear my head can't focus and I keep passing out on you. So, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Sorry about this, folks. I'll see you in a bit.